Hello, welcome back to the Cataclysm. Vormithrax here with episode number 163 of our Let's Play tutorial for Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And I think we're all set to go ahead and get moving back out into the world, get some traveling and fighting done. As I mentioned at the end of the last episode, I think I'm going to put the process of mutating on hold for a bit. We're a little bit short on a few of the materials we need to progress, so we're going to go out into the world, finish exploring some of our local area here, see what other options we've got. Maybe we'll come across another lab that we can explore to get some ammonia and bleach. Those are the two primary ingredients we need in large supply to continue our mutation process. I can craft them, but it would take a little bit of time and effort, and I think I want to break things up a bit from what we did last time, or what we've been doing the last few episodes, and get back on the road for a bit. So I'd like to mix things up so we're not stuck doing one thing for long periods of time, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I think we've got everything ready to go. We are in good condition here, no issues really to deal with, and vehicles in good shape. We've got enough water to deal with, plenty of gas, plenty of charge, everything else is looking great. And I know we've got everything loaded up into the back here, so we've got quite a bit of good materials, and I think we're all set. So let's just go ahead and get moving. Get the car started up. Alright, it's been a little while since we've done anything combat related really on our tutorial series here, other than kill some blobs. Okay, there's the minefield we want to avoid. Okay, let's take a look at our map. So we've cleared the power center, so we've got a fairly good sized town here with St. Johnsbury. We've got a couple of bridges across this river that's in our way. There is a bank right here. Apartment tower is going to have a lot of zombies in it, so we've also got right here a laundromat that's going to have quite a selection of, or not selection, but a good chance of getting some bleach out of that one. So I'm a little undecided exactly how I'm going to approach this place. There's also a hospital. Usually there are tons and tons of zombies in a hospital, and I don't have a real need to go to the hospital. We've got a pretty good amount of supplies that we would pull out of there anyway in storage that we're just not using. So there's no particular reason for me to go hit the hospital. So I'm trying to decide the best way to approach this. I'm wondering about coming south, kind of stopping out in this area, and then working our way in towards that bank. The bank's my primary goal. We'll take advantage of any other opportunities that show up, but for the most part I want to hit the bank and see if we can get a clean run across this bridge right here. Possibly this road here is clear so we can make a quick dash through town, cross the bridge, check what these endpoints are. There's a bunch of endpoint locations that could be labs or other specialty locations. We've got some up here, but we need to get across this river. My other goal was up this direction, so I'm a little undecided. Actually, that might be easier, because there's a bridge to get across the river over here as well. But there's another bridge here, so there's another body of water running this direction. Awful lot of bridges and rivers to worry about on this one. I would like to find out what's at the end of these points. And it's possible we can get across the bridge there. Now, let's stick to the original plan first. Let's come down here, see what we can find out about the zombie population in the southern end of St. Johnsbury, and we'll look at trying to get into the bank. This is going to be probably a combat-heavy run. We've got quite the list of CBMs installed, so been a little while real-world time frame since I fired up the tutorial series here, so I'll have to remind myself what I've got available. Pretty good list of stuff. That offensive defense system I haven't actually fired up and tested yet. That'll be interesting if I get into a big scrum. Got the leukocyte on. We've got our implanted night vision, the finger pick, so we don't need lock picks or anything like that anymore. And our dielectric capacitance system. Love that. That renders it immune to the shock zombies, which is Super, super important and useful. Can't stress enough just how important that thing is. And just making sure analysis, time dilation, I remember. Got the furnace to power up. We're 4100 out of 4800, so we got plenty of power. We don't have repair nanobots on this guy? Jeez. Totally forgotten what I've got on each of my different playthroughs. Between this, my prison escape, and the live streaming I'm doing for Cataclysm, I tend to forget occasionally if I'm not constantly playing it. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and get moving. Okay, coming up on the edge of St. Johnsbury, we're just going to keep going right on this diagonal. And we're outside the hospital, an ambulance right outside the hospital, appropriate. There's an armored car, an RV, quite the vehicle selection out here. But there's a pile of zombies down there, including Necromancer. Nothing too dangerous for me at this point. We'll just keep on going right through, though. We need medical gear at some point. We can always revisit. Hello, minefield. Let's make a note. Whoops, make a note of you. Okay, we are down near where I wanted to be. There's the hardware store. Go ahead and kind of pull in next to that. What do we got? A brute, boomer, grabber. Not worried about any of that. I'm debating trying to drive right up to this area, park back here. Then I would have a pretty easy drive right up to this bridge and across. I don't know how populous the zombies are going to be up in this area, especially with this apartment tower here. We might have to do a bit of clearance. Let's go ahead and angle down a bit. See, there we go, Shocker Brute. Alright, Shocker Brute, Zombie Brutes. Nothing too worrisome. I think what I'm going to do is stop the vehicle here. Alright. So, currently, we've got our S-Stock out, and for a Shocker Brute, S-Stock is probably not the best choice. That one conducts electricity. I have been wanting to test out my gun, though. That was one of the goals, was to test out the new gun system that one of the recent experimentals has updated. So I do want to test out my gun. I think I've got the battle rifle back in the trunk, though. Only thing I'm carrying currently is my pneumatic bolt driver, as well as my pistol. Let's see. Alright, let's go to run mode. Hop into the back here. There we go. That puts us overweight, does it? Yeah, my accumulated gear here is starting to weigh me down quite a bit. I think I'll drop the toolbox. And we'll get the battle rifle. Alright, let's wield it. Okay, Brute's coming. Where did the Shocker Brute go? Where are you at, Shocker Brute? Not too far off. Alright, Shocker Brute's my main target. We're going to go ahead and turn on the dielectric capacitance system. That's going to render us relatively immune to the shocks. And anything else I want to put on? Not really. I think we're good right there. Shocker Brute's gonna fire off his blast anytime now. I'm gonna move down towards him, I think. Alright, there's the blast, and you'll notice here, no damage. And no shock effect, no pain, no stun, none of that stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and start aiming. So, with the new gun system, the new ranged weapons rules are in place. Effectively, roughly speaking, it's doubled the range that you can fire at and have a decent chance to hit. So skills are very important now. High skill in the various gunfire skills are important and will have a large effect. But the biggest thing is just get the aiming process to the end of the aiming cycle. Right now, I'm not aiming at all. Steadiness is 0. So if I start passing time at the current range, this would be my hit number if I got the max aiming. So 76% body shot, 24% headshot with not much of any or 0 chance of graze or a miss. That's actually really awesome. So let's see how close we can get to that before this guy gets on me. So I'm just going to pass time individually instead of hitting P for precise to instantly jump to this because I want to see the movement. If I just hit P, all of a sudden this guy would leap forward as time immediately passed, and I really want to get a feel for it. So we're going to do this way. Just passing time. See just how close he gets. We're up to 22 and 5. And you'll notice now we're at 29 and 7 at 92% steadiness. So we've only got 8% to go, but look at the detail or the difference between these two numbers. So the last 10% or so of the aiming process is where most of your good to hit chance is going to come from. So just make sure you take that into account depending on what weapon you've got and the amount of time it takes to bring it under steady aim. It can make a big difference in your combat. And look at that number jump. So now we're pretty much maxed out. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and fire. Oh crap, what have I got this set on? We are firing... Yeah, too many shots. I figured that's what I had it on. Alright. That's where my brain was missing. I was looking for that right there. Semi-auto versus auto. So, too many bullets for what that needed to do. Also, way too loud, and I deafened myself. Can't remember. Do I have... I don't have the protective ear equipment there. And I'm not using or carrying any protective gear. Alright, well, we'll do it this way. And once again, right towards the end of the aiming cycles where all of the good aim comes from. Alright, we're deaf, so it's not going to tell me how loud that shot was. I was hoping to find out, but we critical hit him for 112 damage. Zombie is dead. Single shot. Now, we're going to get a lot of stuff showing up here pretty quick because of all the noise we made. So let's try to get this butchered before anything shows up. And something showed up. Let's go ahead and switch weapons. I don't need to use that on this guy. We'll switch back to the S-Stock. Let's just store it in inventory. Try again. Alright, we got him butchered. What did we get? Targeting system CBM. Well, if I'm going to switch to even more gunfire due to the changes, that's actually a really good thing. We'll grab the targeting system. More power is always good. And we'll grab that just to possibly tear it apart. Alright, slow to a walk. Let's drop stuff. Yeah, I guess right here's fine. Okay. That's the other problem, carrying around 9 things of beans and rice. Don't need to be carrying that with me. I think we're good there. Let's drop onto the seat there. Bunch of the beans and rice. Kind of surprised nothing else is coming towards me from the sounds that we made. My hearing's recovered. Don't have earplugs. Apparently I left them behind. Well, that's fine. Okay, but like I said, I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing stuff come towards us, especially with the apartment tower nearby. So, weight is the issue now as opposed to volume. I've got lots of volume available. The weight of all the gear that I'm carrying around, especially all this heavy clothing and armor, that's where most of that weight is coming from. So I'm at 99 out of 108, so I can't carry very much stuff. I can carry it volume-wise, but the weight is going to be pretty restrictive and cause me stamina problems really quickly if I go overweight. Get back here, drop. I don't need lockpicks anymore. I've got the finger pick. I'm debating leaving the rifle behind. I really want to test it out, though. Alright, let's get one more thing. Where's Cartsy? There's Cartsy. Alright, let's go ahead and take a trip. We'll drop the battle rifle into Cartsy, and the food, and the survivor mask. Just to get my weight down a little bit further. 79 out of 108. Alright. I think we're just going to make a run straight into town here and just kill whatever shows up. So don't care about an office, parking lot, hardware store, grocery store. None of these hold anything at this stage of the game that I'm too interested in. The library I definitely want to visit. So currently, things I want to hit are the library, the bank, maybe the doctor's office, garage. We'll kind of peek in. We'll see just how many zombies we've got to deal with up this way. Let's go ahead and get moving. Let's get some things killed. Zombie Master, first thing I see. Alright, we got to kill him. I kill zombie masters with extreme prejudice. Come here, you. Yeah, you punk. Not dangerous in and of themselves, but their ability to upgrade zombies is super dangerous. Alright, cop car, and what was that other vehicle up there? What are you? Oh, it is an ambulance. Alright, we'll just go up this way then. Trucks, zombie dogs, feral predator. Alright, feral predator can be dangerous. And bloated zombie. Throw the fire mask on briefly. Drop it back off again. Oh yeah, I need to turn off my capacitance system. Okay, actually be a good thing to stoke the furnace and max out my power. I want to know where that predator went. Oh, there's the Kevlar harness. Alright, we definitely want the harness. Alright, quite a few things out here. Feral predators, the big one that I see. Oh, he's right on me. Here he comes. Alright, let go of the cart. I'm going to need all the points I can get for this guy. I'm not too worried about him. He could be dangerous, but I think we'll be fine. Encumbrance-wise, we're good. Torso's only 41, and with our high skill, that's not a big deal. Everything else is looking pretty good. Temperature's no problem. I think I'm just going to straight up fight this guy with my S-Stock and not really worry about it too much. Yeah, I'm just going to let him come to me. We'll fight him right here. I'm not going to try to get fancy with this one. Alright, let's do this. So we hit him for 47. We dodged his attack, and he instantly hit us, and so this is why these guys are dangerous. He did a full bar of damage and is causing our torso to bleed, and our torso is our most protected body location armor-wise, and we're knocked to the floor. Alright. Apparently I've forgotten just how tough these predators can be, but there we go. We precisely hit the feral predator for 80 damage, critical, and he dies. Alright, activate, bandage, torso, and we're back to full health, and the bleeding is resolved. Another thing I want to mention, I don't think I've mentioned in a while, is, where's my first aid skill? First aid of 8. That first aid of 8 is where a single bandage healed an entire bar of health. The higher your first aid skill is, the more effective your healing items will be. So by having a really high first aid skill, 8 is very high for first aid, even small bandages that I apply are going to do a lot of healing to my body locations. That's the other reason I'm not super concerned about some of those types of situations. We've got so much medical gear that we've just never used, just laying around, that I can be a little more free in taking on those kinds of fights. Now, I still want to be careful, of course, not to just run up and get myself into a middle of a scrum of 50 zombies. That'll still kill me. But beyond that, there's not much that I fear one-on-one. There's still several things that could definitely kill me, but for the most part, the general zombie population doesn't concern me over much. Alright, if I go any further north, I was hoping to get to that ambulance, but I think I'd end up pulling big piles of zombies, and I'm parallel with the bank right now, so I'm thinking of just scooting over to the bank first. I'm worried about going any further north. I'd have to attract a bunch of zombies in order to, do I care? None of this stuff really worries me that I see on the list. Necromancer. I saw a shocker at some point. I actually don't really need to be pulping things either. I don't care. I'm not going to be in the area long enough. If they want to get up again, that's fine. I don't need to clear this place and worry about living here. This is just a quick raid, so I got to remind myself not to bother pulping things. Yeah, let's go up here. We'll peek our head in, see what... nothing in the ambulance. Alright. Another ambulance? Or is that a... That's a security van. Oh, alright. I got a bunch of attention. You need to die. Don't want my cart seat to get hit, so I'm gonna put myself back on this side. And we'll just start killing some stuff. Come on down. Okay, what do we got? Cash cards, flashlights. Don't care about most of this stuff. A couple of books that I don't need. Alright, don't care about any of that stuff. We're going to go ahead and go take a look at the survivor mask back on. Hello, shock zombie. Oh, you little bastard. I was going to turn on the dielectric right after I took the mask off. I always forget just how far away the diagonals can be, how misleading the distance is. So, I got tagged. God dang it. My bad. Could have totally avoided the damage, and I just did it in the wrong order. I forgot. Oops, I don't want to. Actually, it doesn't matter. Because I'm immune to the electric, I can hit him with my conducting weapon, and it won't really cause any damage. But still, I took damage when I didn't need to. Kind of annoying. Alright, what do we got here? Another cash card. Don't care about any of that. We'll take the iodide and the batteries. And I should butcher this guy right after I kill whatever comes in. Not that one. That one. What do we got? Another power storage. Okay, let's wait here a second. Do I have... Turn that back off again. I don't. Alright, let's take some aspirin. That pain down. And somebody's setting the alarm off in the bank. I think I'll fight these right down here. Really? Cockroach is going to come over and mess with me? Like machine gun, huh? Definitely don't want the light machine gun, but I might grab the ammo. Two hits to kill a shady zombie? Really? That seems a bit silly. Alright, so we're back in the back area of the bank. Are we going to get in through the computer? Open vaults. Alright, we got an easy way. Don't care about the pocket watch. And we're going to lose a lot of time to this. It's 5:11. Let me think about this. Do I want to... A pack of zombies was up near the library. I'm just debating, do I want to hit the library and the doctor's office real quick before I do this? Once it gets dark, it's a little harder for me to see things. I can move around a lot easier, but I'll still get swarmed because there's a lot of zombies in the area. And it's actually more dangerous for me at night, I think, now at my power level and gear level than it was before. Or we can just do the bank and then deal with it. Yeah, let's just do the bank. We'll just hit these. This is really the thing I'm here for mainly. Let's go ahead and get something to eat and drink real quick. Have some beans. Take a hit of water. Alright. And a goo canister. I don't care about a goo canister. And power armor. Light power armor and a moisture retention suit. Alright. Power armor is always fun. Can't remember if we've got a full suit of light power armor yet. And we've gotten pretty good at cracking the safes apparently. And 5 plutonium cells, that's always very useful. So that was actually quite the haul. Light power armor, the main body part. 5 plutonium cells, those are both awesome. And then the moisture retention suit, it's more a gimmick item. I don't really care about it. And the goo canister, I don't really care about. It releases a pet goo, which it's more of a novelty item as well. not much in the usability factor. And we actually didn't lose nearly as much time as we used to because we're a high skill character now. So early game when you do that, you could spend half a day cracking 3 safes. So we only spent an hour and some. So we still got some daylight. Okay, we are back out on the road, and we've got 36 out of 50. We've still got some space in the cart, and I still got some carry space. But I think I'm going to call the episode to a close right there. It's about that time again. So we are right here down at the southern end of St. Johnsbury. I do still plan to check out a quick look at the garage, a look at the doctor's office. I might scoot up here just to scope the bridge out and the path, see if it's clear, meaning if I can get my vehicle across that. Doesn't have a roadblock of vehicles smashed up and blocking the access there. We've got a mill surplus right there, the library right there. We'll kind of see. I don't see much to the north end that I care all that much about. Grocery stores, the laundromat would be good to get to just for the bleach. And maybe the jewelry store, see if they have any diamonds. That's about it. Another mill surplus. So, we'll see. Depends a bit on just what kind of zombies we find in town. If it's all the standard zombies, I'll just mow them down and keep on moving. But for now, we are all set. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe. It's a great way to support the channel. Lets me know what you guys like. And you're always welcome to visit me on my Discord channel if you'd like to chat about Cataclysm or any of the other games that I cover on the channel. And I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.